Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new tutorial on C Sharp. So here we'll see that how we can use the break and continue statement in loops. So basically in our last tutorial we understood that what are different loops that we have in C Sharp language. We have three kind of loops. We have for loop, while loop and do while loop. Now we can also use the break and continue statement, and that we'll see that how to use that. Now what is break statement? Break statement means, let's say if you want to break the execution of the loop, then you put the break statement. Like in this case, if you see, I have the basic for loop where it will print from 1 to 5 because I am just printing the values from 1 to 5. So let's say if I execute this one, it will print from 1 to 5. Now let's say if I want to break the statement as soon as I reach at 3. Right, so in this case what I can say that if I equals to 3, then in this case break, let's say I put this break statement, right? So what it will do when we put the break statement, it will basically break the execution of the loop, whether it's a for loop, while loop or do while loop. Now it will break the execution of the immediate loop. Now in this case you see what is immediate loop with this is for loop. It means it will basically break the execution of loop. So it means first it will print the 1, then it will print 2. Now as soon as it becomes 3, it will break. It means it will only print 1 and 2, right? In fact, we can even go via the debug mode so that you can see that how it is happening. So let's say if I put a debug point here. So now let's execute this. So it will say okay, I is less than, because I is 1 at the starting. Now I is less than 5, so it means it, and I is not 3, so it means it will print 1. And let me show here something like that so that you know what is happening. So you could see that it has printed 1, right? Now again it will go further, and now I is 2, so it means I is still not 3, so it will again print the 2, and that's it. Now it will increase the I plus plus, so it will be I equal to 3. And now as soon as the I becomes 3, it will go inside this if condition, and then it will break. And you see, as soon as it breaks, then it breaks the execution of the for loop, and that's it. So now it will print only 1 and 2, right? So this is this we have seen the break statement in the for loop, right? Now let's understand the continue statement as well, and then we'll move to the that how we can use break and continue in the while loop and do while loop. So it means break. What breaks does? Break means just break the for loop. Whatever you have done, that's all. From now onwards, break the for loop. I can't go further. That is break statement. Continue statement says that if this condition matches, that continue. It means don't go after this statement, and just go in the next statement. So what it will mean, let's say if I equals to 3, then I say continue. So what it will do, it will say I equals to 1, I is not 3, it means it will print, then I equals to 2, again it will print, then I equals to 3. If I equals to 3 matches, then it will say continue. Continue to where? Continue to next statement. It means it will not go here, because it's a continue. It means that hey, if you have reached here, it means continue from here to next execution. Don't do whatever is happening ahead. So that's what continue does. So let me show you via debug mode so that you can understand it better. So you can see here we have started. Now let me again do like this. So I equals to 1, it means it will print again 1. So now it will go ahead. Now I equals to 2, so it will print again I equals to 2. Now I has become 3. So now as soon as I becomes 3, it will go inside the if condition, and then it will do continue. Continue means you can see that it hasn't printed this statement, it has moved to the next value. And now I equals to 4. So if I equals to 4, then it will again print, right? So you can see it has 4 printed. Again it will go ahead, and now because I is 5, I is not 3, so it will again go ahead and it will print the value. And after that, that's it, because now I have become more than 5. right? So this is what it happens when you put the continue. Continue means don't print this, don't go ahead. Like I can also say this, if I remainder 2 equals to 0, it means if the value is even, then in this case continue. So what it will do, for the even values it won't print the value, only for the odd it will print the value. And let's say like remove the debug point, and then you can see, let it execute. So it will only print 135 because for the even case we have said continue, right? So this is how it happens for the break and continue statement. So that's what we saw in the for loop. Similarly, we can also check with the while loop as well. So in while loop, what happens? Let's say I put here, in while loop we just have the condition, we don't do initialization, right? So it means, let's say this will be the while loop, and the increment we can do here. So let's first see what happens in the case of break. So let's say I am saying if I equals to 3, then in this case let's break. So what will happen? As soon as I becomes 3, it will break, it won't execute further. That's what the break does, because that's what happened when we see in the for loop, and that will happen here, that it will basically go out of the loop. So in this case we have a while loop. So let's say if I run this here, so what will happen? So we can see that what happened here, it has printed only 1 or 2. How? Because I started from 1 and it printed successfully 1, then it printed 2, and as soon as it becomes 3, then in this case it was break. So it means it went out of the loop, right? So this is what happens in the break statement. Similarly, let's say if we are checking the continue statement, so in this case what would happen? Continue. It means that if I less than 5 and I will start from 1, it will print 1, it will print 2. As soon as it becomes 3, then it will say continue, right? So in this case, even if it continue, we have to increase the I value, right? So we have to do I plus plus, right? So what will happen? For I equals to 1, it will print here. For I equals to 2, it will print here. For I equals to 3, it won't print here. For it will just increase the I, and then it will continue. So it will print for I equal to 4, I equal to 5, but it won't print for I equal to 3. So let's run this, and you would see that it hasn't printed for I equals to 3. It has just printed for 1, 2, and 4, 5, right? So this is what we have seen for the while loop. Now similarly, we can also see for the do while loop as well. So let's say here we have do. Now first understand the break. So here what it will do, let's say if I have break statement here, so it will say, hey, do if I equals to 3, then break. So it means first it will print 1, then it will print 2, and then as soon as I becomes 3, then it will break. It means it will just print 1 and 2. So let's execute this, and you can see that it has just printed 1 and 2, right? Similarly, we can also see the continue statement as well. So let's say continue, and we have to add I plus plus as well, so that at least it will continue. So in this case again, I equals to 1, so it means I is not 3, so it will print 1, then 2. Now when I becomes 3, so in this case it will just increase the I plus plus, but it won't print this one, right? Because it won't continue this one. So in this case it will print 1, 2, 4, 5. It won't print 3. So again, if you run this one, you can see it has printed 1, 2, 4, 5, right? So this is what we have seen, that how we can use a break and continue statement in for loop, while loop, or do while loop, right? So that's all about the video, and in case if you have any doubts, please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that, and if you have liked the video, then please like it, and please subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.